Hey there, friends. Happy Saturday evening to you. It's date night, and I've had an all-day date with these two fine fellows, Mr. Frosty the Snowman and Santa Claus. I'm enchanted, you guys. I am in love. There is just something about working with these little golden books, and I think we all have our history with little golden books. We either remember reading them as children, or we remember, seeing them at our grandma's house, or at our favorite auntie's house, or we remember reading them when we were little, or we remember reading them to our children. And that's kind of where I am with these golden books. I remember reading them to my kids, and I can't tell you what fun it is to alter something with such a rich history. I hope you guys like these. I'm kind of stuck on them at the moment. I want to do more. I've got plans tomorrow to alter a couple more. We'll go through here. I used vintage ephemera in these. So you're not just getting a vintage altered book, you're getting a vintage collection. You're getting an ephemera collection in these. This lace is vintage lace. On our Santa Claus book, you can see the spine came together like this, and more lace on the back. I did not want to overlace these books. I really wanted them to be receptacles for a lot of ephemera, a lot of greeting cards and things like that. The closure is the basic same closure that I've always used, you guys. It's a brad and a stretchy string right here. Sorry, the doggies are going crazy. So let's just take a look inside. I have seen some wonderful ladies put pockets over here. I really do love this whole look of the book on this side, so I chose not to do that. I put my pockets inside the signatures, and as you can tell, it's a big chunky book. This is 2 signatures, but it's chunky, you guys. I think she's 2 on the spine right here. 2 inches. So let's just take a look. Santa's Surprise Book is by Joan Potter Elwert and is illustrated by Florence Sarah Winship. This is the 9th printing of this book, and this was printed in 1979, and that is the year that my son was born. My older son was born in 1979. So we start out with Santa, and he's in his rocking chair and he's smoking his pipe. These are vintage Christmas cards that feature Santa that I put in here. It's also got graphic 45 paper in it, which, as you guys know, is just so golly. That paper's just so darn beautiful. Just beautiful, beautiful paper. We got another vintage Christmas card right here. One night before Christmas, old Santa sat rocking, wondering what he could stuff in each stocking. Another vintage 1950s-ish Christmas card for you. And a beautiful graphic 45 Santa, and he's got dollies and a teddy bear down here. I like this because I am pretending that this vintage Christmas card is from Marion and Walter, and I think this is Marion and Walter. So how cool to have a picture of Marion and Walter in their vintage Christmas card. Another vintage Christmas card, another vintage Christmas card. This one from Mabel and Edward Cloudman. I found some old photographs that I've incorporated in these books. This is 1948 Metropolitan Life cookbook. It has spice cake, angel cake, applesauce cake, chocolate cake. And the reason that I chose a cake section is, I'll show you right here. This book also contains a lot of writing paper, a lot of white spaces for you guys to journal on. Maybe you'd like to journal about Christmas. Maybe you're not a Christmas person and maybe it evokes memories for you or whatever. Another vintage photograph right here. This is what I was talking about, you guys. I've decided to put the pockets inside these books, and I really do love the way that they turned out. These are just really simple folded pockets, but they're full of papers and stuff for you guys to play with. This is a 1943 envelope. I love the green stamps. I thought they went nicely with the theme that we have going on here. More of the graphic 45 paper, more of the 1948 Metropolitan Life Cookbook. This is, of course, just a white bag, and it has, sorry, I'm cleaning up as I go, a white bag, and it has some ephemera in here for you guys to play with. It has chipboard pieces and wooden pieces in there as well. May Santa bring a season that will fill you with delight, and may he match your Christmas with a new year just as bright. And this card is from Carol and Irene. Santa had always left candy and nuts. It is true. And here we see Mrs. Santa, and she is just baking away and making beautiful candies. But this year he wanted to leave something new, so he's really thinking about it. This is a little penguin, and I just thought he was just cute. He wanted to be in here. This card is from Aunt Gladys and family. What could he make that was merry and gay? Something surprising for Christmas Day. He had an idea. Santa laughed with delight. He ran to his shop, and he worked there all night. He must be a crafter. This is a sweet, just sparkly, beautiful Christmas card that says, "Celebrate the season." It kind of swings out like this. It is blank on the back in case you want to send that to someone, or again, it makes a great journaling spot. This card is from Priscilla, Author, and Cindy. The Das Bonetes? I'm not sure who that Christmas card is from. I hope you're all tuned up for a Merry Christmas. Santa found paper and scissors and thread and some glue, some paints, lots of reds, and a little blue. He's after our hearts, isn't he? He took ink and cardboard and scissored and snipped. He glued and stitched. You can see some of these pages have been turned down, so you can just vision a mom reading to her child. Her child's so excited about Christmas, but she stops reading right here. Maybe her baby is falling asleep. Maybe she needs to do her chores or her dishes or whatever. And I love turn down corners. Turn down corners speak, you guys. More vintage Christmas cards. All of the vintage Christmas cards feature Santa. This is some bunting. It's some actual garland right here, so you can take that off and play with it. There's a journaling spot here, a journaling spot here. Lots of spaces for you guys to write down your memories, or this would be a great book to give to a couple and allow them to write down their memories of Christmas as a couple. Maybe for, their very first Christmas together. I think that would be super sweet. I've got some styrofoam pieces for you guys to play with. There's some things in here for you to play with. This is another one of those 1, 2, 3 fold pockets. So there's paper in here for you. Don't you love that? I like the way the elf is like, he looks very excited and he's looking straight up into Santa's eyes. Another vintage Christmas card. We know that these Christmas cards are from the 1950s. Dorothy and Bev Whitney. I love this. It's very peaceful down here with the snow and the beautiful church and the barn. My mom loves things like this. She likes a very peaceful, serene look to things. So I send her a lot of these like little cards because she loves it. It's her serenity now. And Betty and Al Blake sent that vintage Christmas card. This is a cutout for you to play with. And we've got more of the elves. This is another one of the pockets, and it's just full of things for you to decorate with. This book would be awesome if you want to make your own Christmas cards. I think it has everything you could possibly need to make a whole bunch of cards, you guys. This is an envelope and more paper, Christmas tree here. Some coffee dyed and tea dyed papers from a friend. Gingerbread man here, and more papers for you to play with. This is a card that says joy. This is from 2013. It says Holly Jolly Christmas. With a pop and a hop, like a jack in the box, the Santa is jumping for joy because he is bringing this wish to a son who's been such a mighty good boy. And that is to a son from his father. Hope Santa brings just loads of good things. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. This is from Marianne and Walter. And then Santa hopped in this book to spend Christmas with you. So there we go, you guys. Like I said, I'm just having such a fun time playing with these. They really... Man, they stir up your emotions, friends. They stir your emotions at a very deep level. This is Frosty the Snowman. I had this ribbon. Now, the ribbon is a polar bear, but it was blue and it just matched so well that I thought, you know, polar bear, that's wintertime as well as Frosty. And there is a brad here that features a snowflake. So we will go through this book. I arranged this one. I did put some lace right here, and it created a pocket, so I put some elements in here for you to play around with. Round and round the yard again. There was a little snowball, just the right size for a snowman's head. Billy ran home and bought 2 bits of coal to use for the snowman's eyes. This is about Frosty. Frosty the Snowman was born in 1950 as the subject of a phonograph record. So there's a little bit about Frosty right here. This is the 13th printing of this book, also in 1979. I think it would be fun to give this to someone who was born in 1979. You know, they're going to be 40 years old next year. I keep reminding my son of that. You're going to be 40 years old. Only I don't say it like that. We got vintage Christmas cards here. All the cards in this book feature snowmen. So if you love snowmen or if you just love winter, these are some photos from 1927. I thought this one was so cute because the baby's got on a sweater and a stocking cap, but mysteriously he still has on shorts. I do know that in the 20s, you know, kids wore those, they weren't shorts, they were like knee breeches, you know, they would come down to the knee and then have like a cuff. This is some Nilsson ephemera. This is an old envelope. Again, lined paper for you guys to create on or write on or whatever. This is a vintage photo of 2 ladies in the snow. This is a Nilsson envelope from 1945. Like I said, lots of snowmen. This is such a sweet story about the magic hat in Frosty the Snowman. Another vintage photograph for you. A little snowman cut out. This is a vintage greeting card from Wendell, Charlotte, and Stevie. This is a 3-tiered pocket here, and it has a snowman right here, but he is an actual card. So you can decorate him. I put some chipboard pieces in here for you. Merry Christmas, Son. This is from Mama, 1959. This is a recipe for French dressing. That was from 1958, which I thought was super cool. More things for you guys to play with, more tickets, and there's paper. There are papers in here that you can make tags with or do whatever you want to with. Snow is falling all around. This is where they find the shiny top hat and they put it on Frosty's head and he comes to life. Here are more elements for you guys to play with. Another snowman photo. Snowflake, Winter Magical Glistening Snowman, Let It Snow. We've got paper in here. These are stickers and some tea-dyed and coffee-dyed paper right here. Hello, Winter. Another really sweet vintage Christmas card signed Sincerely, Aunt Caroline. This card was from the Cloudmans. Another vintage Christmas card that's signed Bethany. It's the Snowman, whispered Sally, and so it was. Frosty the Snowman, at your service, said he. That's how Frosty the Snowman came to be alive. So it talks about the children building ice castles. Each morning when the children come out to play, Frosty had a wonderful plan all set. One morning he said, let's go shopping today. I've never seen a store, you know. And so I thought that a really sweet matching paper would be this. I think this is graphic 45 as well. It shows a little shopping area with cars going by and has tiny little Christmas trees in it. Another beautiful card, chipboard piece, sparkly snowmen. I'm not a winter person, and I really like snowmen. This is another vintage card. Some little foam stickers for you to play with. This is a 1980s greeting card. It says, Dear friend, be happy and peaceful during this season and well during the coming year. And it's signed Glory. So they all joined hands and away they skipped off toward town where the stores stood in a row. I've put a piece of the Metropolitan Cookbook in here. This is 1948. These are ice cream. This is a recipe for cooked ice cream. I thought that would be something that Frosty the Snowman definitely could have in his diet. Beverages, making coffee, making tea, cocoa or chocolate syrup. I thought that went really well with the theme of the book, it being winter and all. And this is a little fold-out piece, very sparkly. It says Jingle All the Way. Winter is here, then tweet, saying the traffic cops, oh, this is where they went downtown right to the traffic cop, and he only stopped a moment when he heard him holler, stop. Only down the street his top hat rolled all by itself in the melting snow. Winter Wonderland, bringing stacks of good wishes for Christmas and the new year. Nan Cunningham signed that vintage greeting card. More things for you guys to play with right here. And in the back, you're going to have some snowflake, sparkly snowflake stickers. Did I say Snickers? Sorry. I love these books, you guys, and I really do hope that you like them too. I am placing them in the shop a little later on tonight or first thing tomorrow morning, so please stay tuned to my Etsy shop and snag you a couple of Christmas in July books, because Christmas will be here soon, you guys. Talk to you soon. Thanks so much. See you later. Bye.